Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about my daily routine in German. But this is not just any daily routine. This is an easy daily routine for beginners. So if you are a beginner, don't worry, it's gonna be really easy. And we're gonna go over all of the vocabulary before we listen to the dialogue. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so up first we have the word wachen. Now this can be a verb meaning to wake or to watch, but it can also be a noun. And when it's a noun, it means wake or watch. It's a little funny, right? Watch is a noun, it means wake, and then der watch is a person who does the waking. So it's a little bit confusing, but you can get used to it. So today we're talking about the noun wachen. Next we have der Morgen. You already know what this one means. If you've been watching my videos for a while now, you probably know that this means morning. Next we have aufstehen. This is a verb and it means to get up, to stand up. Next we have Frühstück. This is the noun and it means breakfast. And you probably guessed it, but Frühstück is also a verb. And it means to have breakfast. And then we have der Tag. You know what this one means. You probably use this one all the time, right? Tag, it means day. Then we have arbeiten. This is a verb and it means to work. And then we have die Pause. This is a noun and it means break. Then we have duschen. This is a verb and it means to shower. And then we have essen. This is a verb and it means to eat. Then we have kochen. This is a verb and it means to cook. And then we have putzen. This is a verb and it means to clean. Then we have Fernsehen. This is a verb and it means to watch TV. Then we have lesen. This is a verb and it means to read. And then we have spazieren. This is a verb and it means to take a walk. Then we have spazieren gehen. This is another way to say to take a walk. And it's a separable verb. So the first part is spazieren, which means to walk, and then gehen, which means to go. So together it means to take a walk. Then we have spielen. This is a verb, and it means to play. Then we have lernen. This is a verb, and it means to learn. Then we have schlafen. This is a verb, and it means to sleep. And then we have schlafen gehen. Now this is another way of saying to go to bed. It's a separable verb. So the first part is schlafen, which means to sleep, and then gehen, which means to go. So zusammen, schlafen gehen means to go to bed. Okay, so now that we have all the vocabulary down, let's listen to the dialogue. Here we go. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Ich wache um 7 Uhr morgens auf, meistens stehe ich sofort auf. Manchmal gehe ich eben noch ein bisschen im Bett bleiben. Dann frühstück ich immer Brötchen mit Marmelade und Kaffee. Normalerweise trinke ich auch Tee. Aber ich trinke keinen Tee am Morgen. Dann gehe ich zur Arbeit. 12 Uhr geht ich in Pause. In der Pause esse ich ein Sandwich. Nach der Arbeit gehe ich nach Haus. 18 Uhr esse ich Abendbrot. Oft koche ich selbst. Manchmal besuche ich meinen Freund. Dann dusche ich und dann schaue ich fern. 21 Uhr ist ich Zeit zum Duschen. Dann lese ich immer ein bisschen und dann gehe ich ins Bett. So now let's break down what this person is saying in their daily routine. So first they say Guten Morgen. Obviously this is good morning. And then they say ich wache um 7 Uhr morgens auf, which means I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then they say meistens stehe ich sofort auf, but manchmal gehe ich eben noch ein bisschen im Bett bleiben. So this basically means that sometimes I get out of bed right away, but sometimes I like to stay in bed for a few more minutes. And then they say dan ik vroestak iets immer britchen mit marmalade and coffee. So this basically means afterwards I always have breakfast, like bread with jam and coffee. Then they say normalerwijs drink ik ook tea, but it's drink keinen tea am morgen. So normally I drink tea too, but I don't drink tea in the morning. Then they say dan ik ga zur Arbeit. So this means afterwards I go to work. And then they say 12 uur het eten pause. In der Pause esse ich ein sandwich. So this means at 12 o'clock there is a break. During the break I eat a sandwich. Then they say nach der Arbeit gehe ich nach Haus. So after work I go home. Then they say 18 uur esse ich Abendbrot. So this means at 6 o'clock I eat dinner. And then they say oft koch ich selbst. Sometimes I cook myself. Then they say manchmal besuch ich mein Freund. So this means sometimes I visit my friends. And then they say dan ik douche ich and then schau ich fern. So this means afterwards I shower and then I watch TV. And then they say 21 uur ist es Zeit zum Duschen. This means at 9 o'clock it's time to go to bed. And then they say dan ik lees ich immer ein bisschen and then gehe ich ins Bett. So this means afterwards I always read a little and then I go to bed. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. As always, if you want to download the PDF with all of the vocabulary from this lesson, and all of my other videos, as well as get a whole bunch of other study materials, check out the website below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.